year, the year that Dr. King was killed. All those black men wanted in 1968 was to be respected, treated like men. I think about a man named Elmore Nickel Barrett. He's 76 years old. We did a piece on him for the CBS Evening News. He's a garbage worker in Memphis. Right now, he's at work. 76 years old, working the night shift for the garbage department. This country's come a long way. And so for people like him, who just wanted to be treated like men at one point, to have this moment happen in their lifetime, the reason that woman couldn't speak at Howard University, there are no words for people who struggle in this country, who sacrifice in this country, that we are at this point tonight.
Thanks very much for that, Bob. Appreciate it. So to repeat, CBS News projects Barack Obama has won the presidency. Some CBS stations will be returning now to local programming. For many of you, CBS News coverage of election night 2008 will continue in a moment.
Daughters should be so lucky to live as long as Ann Nixon Cooper. What change will they see? What progress will we have made? This is our chance to answer that call. This is our moment. This is our time to put our people back to work and open doors of opportunity for our kids, to restore prosperity and promote the cause of peace, to reclaim the American dream and reaffirm that fundamental truth that out of many we are one, that while we breathe, we hope, and where we are met with cynicism and doubt, and those who tell us that we can't, we will respond with that timeless creed that sums up the spirit of a people. Yes, we can. Thank you. God bless you. And may God bless the United States of America.
And the unlikely journey of the junior senator from Illinois brings him here to Grant Park, where he speaks movingly before some 125,000 supporters who have waited for him all night long, cheering every victory in every state. He spoke movingly about a 106-year-old African-American woman he met in Atlanta named Ann Nixon Cooper and what she had endured in those 106 years. He spoke, of course, about change and about this being not the change, but a chance to enact the change that he's talked about. Joined now by the new Vice President, Joe Biden. He talked in glowing terms about the sacrifices that Senator John McCain has made for this country. He thanked his campaign staff and said they made it all happen. The volunteers were so important. There was Oprah Winfrey, by the way, who was watching this, getting extremely emotional. Thanked all his supporters, said they made it happen. Thanked his wife, who he called the love of his life. There she is with Jill Biden, the wife of Joe Biden. And said to his daughters, 10 and 7, Malia and Sasha, that they had earned the new puppy that's coming with them to the White House. Vice President-elect.
I'm thinking right now of the mother of an 11-year-old kid in the inner city, watching her son face some choices about decisions and who to look up to, and maybe thinking, who is there in this neighborhood or on their television screen that they might see as somebody to identify with, to tell their son to choose one path instead of another. She can now tell us, well, take a look at the new president of the United States. It's not an argument, a political argument, but it's an impact that could well be fairly profound about this night.
Here's Michelle Obama's brother, who is a basketball coach, Joe Biden's family. And one thing we haven't seen in a long time are little children in the White House.
Little children with the new puppy.
That's going to provide a lot of great photo ops, isn't it?
Well, you're quite right. I mean, you have to go back to, I think you have to go back to John Kennedy if you're talking about that children. Chelsea was in early adolescence.
Amy Carter was pretty little.
Amy was in
Elementary school.
Yeah.
Dean Reynolds is in Grant Park somewhere, hopefully above the Manning crowd. Dean Reynolds, are you there, Dean?
Yeah, I'm here, Katie. I can hear you.
I have to mention, there's Joe Biden's mom. He often talks about her out on the campaign trail and often talks about his late father as well. Anyway, Dean, it's pretty amazing to watch this on television. It must be much more so in person.
It's just incredible. I mean, we have a ringside seat on history. I feel really privileged. We're about, I don't know, maybe 50 yards, 75 yards from the stage, and it is a real spectacle. All the flash bulbs going off, all the way down Grant Park, all the way to those skyrise apartment buildings and commercial offices way off in the distance. It's just a sea of people. And you think that Barack Obama came to Chicago out of school, became a community organizer, and now here he stands in Grant Park on the lakefront of Lake Michigan before tens of thousands of people as the president-elect. It's amazing. I mean, it's just an amazing story.
And as wonderful an experience, Dean, it must be for you. I think for some of these folks who have gathered, who have had their dreams fulfilled tonight in the election of Barack Obama, it must be even sweeter. Let's go to Cynthia Bowers. She is among the crowd there. And Cynthia, I'm sure there's some wonderful stories among those people.
Yeah, they're talking to you.
Okay, I can't hear anything.
It's loud. You need a cure, go ahead.
Obviously, we're having some audio problems if it wasn't quite clear through that exchange with Cynthia Bowers, and we'll try to talk to her in a moment. Let's just watch. I'm sure they're looking at each other and thinking, can you believe it? Let's go to Cynthia Bowers now as the group exits stage left. And Cynthia, tell me about some